Thank you. Today, as Brett noted, Barack Obama called Iraq a war that didn't need to be fought and said it has made America less safe. But Obama, it turns out, has said a number of things about Iraq, not all of them consistent. So what exactly is his record on the war? Correspondent James Rosen reports.
To hear Senator Obama tell it in Fayetteville, the home of Fort Bragg, he has never wavered in his opposition to the Iraq war.
When I stood up and opposed this war from the start. Someone who opposed the war from the beginning.
It's true that Obama, speaking in Chicago in October 2002, opposed the invasion of Iraq. But in public statements thereafter, the Illinois senator has occasionally cast himself as a supporter of President Bush's conduct of the war and has also been, at times, far off the mark in his forecasts of how specific adjustments in tactics would affect the military situation on the ground. Early on in the war, when American troops racked up a series of major victories, Obama, as he later admitted, started to harbor doubts about his initial posture against the war. When the invasion was finally launched and U.S. forces marched unimpeded through Baghdad, Obama wrote in his memoir, The Audacity of Hope, "When I saw Saddam's statue topple and watched the president stand atop the USS Abraham Lincoln, a banner behind him proclaiming mission accomplished, I began to suspect that I might have been wrong." During the 2004 Democratic Convention, Obama declined to criticize John Kerry for voting for the war, saying, "What would I have done? I don't know. What I know is that from my vantage point, the case was not made." The next day, Obama told the Chicago Tribune, quote, "There's not that much difference between my position and George Bush's position at this stage." And that fall, Obama echoed the president, telling Charlie Rose, "Once we go in, then we're committed," and adding, quote, "We've got to do everything we can to stabilize the country to make it successful, because we'll have too much at stake in the Middle East." With the bombing of the Golden Dome Mosque in Samarra, sectarian tensions in Iraq boiled over, leading to intense and bloody fighting between Sunni insurgents and Shiite militias. American troops were often caught in the crosshairs, and violence in Iraq spiraled seemingly out of control.
America will change our approach.
Thus, President Bush ordered the buildup or surge in U.S. troops, which, when fully implemented by last June, helped reduce casualties among U.S. troops and Iraqi civilians by some 60%. But Obama had predicted a completely opposite result, telling Tim Russert on Meet the Press 80 days earlier, quote, "We cannot, through putting in more troops or maintaining the presence that we have, expect that the situation is going to improve." Senator Obama's whole point in saying he has opposed the Iraq war from the start is to cast himself as a more astute analyst of national security than Senator Hillary Clinton, his rival, who voted for the war. Yet a comparison of all 85 votes on Iraq since Obama began serving in the Senate 3 years ago shows he and Mrs. Clinton differed only once, on the nomination of General George Casey, the top commander in Iraq for nearly 3 years, to become Army Chief of Staff, a nomination which Obama, unlike Senator Clinton, supported. Britt?